It's not just like Papadopoulos drops in out of nowhere. You have all this stuff going on in the summer before we get the Papadopoulos information. You've got all this information coming out about what the Russians are doing with the hacking and the dumping of emails, clearly intended to have an impact on our political system. And then in the midst of that, that's when we get the Papadopoulos information.
Now that from a former general counsel of the FBI, Jim Baker, about our next guest. George Stephanopoulos says that Papadopoulos, I just got you in the Stephanopoulos, that would have been a fun story, that said that he has only just begun to lay out the timeline of when he believes the Obama intel agencies were attempting to entrap him, and he joins us now. Now, George, what haven't you revealed to date is just, how many agencies were coming after you, one person, and something that they tried to get your girlfriend to do? What was that?
Oh, my God. Thanks a lot for having me, Laura. So besides the FBI trying to have my then-girlfriend, now wife, actually wear a wire to try and entrap me herself, which was completely crazy. She was an Italian citizen visiting me as a girlfriend, and they subpoenaed her and basically tried to flip her against me, which was incredibly bizarre. But what we believed they really targeted her for was because she actually knew all about Joseph Mifsud's connections to the Italian government and his connections in Europe, which we just recently found out today that the Italian government, under the presidency of that country, the prime minister, I should say, just fired the heads of 3 intel agencies in Italy. And I think it has to do with this person, Joseph Mifsud, who the president and Devin Nunes and other people have been asking the government in Italy to examine a lot more, because he's actually at the core of this entire scam.
Yeah, people forget about these figures. I mean, this starts to read like a John le Carré novel, the way this entire thing is played out. But you've heard the Democrats and what they're saying. They're saying this was well predicated. You had Brennan last night. I think we'll play the video. He was on television last night again and claiming that this was all copacetic. Let's watch.
I do believe it's important that there be an understanding about just how strongly predicated that investigation was. I was there in the summer of '16, and it was very well predicated.
Well predicated, George?
I want to make it very clear that by the time that I joined the Trump campaign, before my name was even public, an FBI intermediary named Arvinder Sambe at a company I used to work for in London introduced me to this person, Joseph Mifsud, at a school, I should say, called Link Campus, which the CIA and the FBI trains at. Fast forward to April of 2016, the Australian government is reaching out, trying to connect with me. 10 Downing Street is connecting with me. And then, of course, which I find very suspicious, is that the DIA reached out to me at the U.S. Embassy in London, these 2 individuals named Gregory Baker and Terrence Dudley, just days before this infamous meeting I had with Alexander Downer, who I've testified under oath, and I've reported both to the FBI and Bob Mueller that I felt that he was spying on me. And something I want to make clear about this meeting with Downer, I don't think I was just suspicious that he was spying on me, because in my transcripts to Congress, you see people like Mark Meadows and John Ratcliffe asking me if I ever was presented with transcripts of any meetings I had with Alexander Downer, Joseph Mifsud, or any of these strange people that were running into me, and I said no. So I think Congress probably has transcripts. They probably already know, and the president already knows that these people were spying, and it's going to be a big bombshell moving forward.
Ooh, this is good.
It's going to be great.
All right, George. Now you've gotten me really interested in this. Okay, I love the transcripts tidbit. Thank you so much.